on deck. Oh, Shelby, we're on deck. This is Shelby. Shelby came to say hi. Okay. We have exam 80, section 1, question number 10. The issue presented is, of the following claims, which one can most justifiably be rejected on the basis of the statements above? So we want an affirmative basis to reject something. All right, let's see what the statements are above. I have a slash mark after task, slash mark after name. That's it. So we're going to have 3 statements. Let's see what I have here. First statement: creating a database of all the plant species in the scientific record has proven to be no easy task. So you stop. You take that in. Okay. So we're creating a database of all plant species. Hasn't been easy. Next. For centuries, botanists have been collecting and naming plants without realizing that many, in fact, already were named. Okay, that's for centuries. They've been naming these plants, but the guy in Austria doesn't realize that the gal in Switzerland has a different name for the same plant. Okay, and by using DNA analysis, so now we're moving away from the names, we say, and by using DNA analysis, botanists have shown that varieties of plants long thought to belong to the same species actually belong to different species. So you stop. Information we picked up is we've been naming these plants for a very long time. And it's been overlap, and we're not aware of it. And now we have DNA, and now we realize that people thought that plants of the same species actually end up with plants of different species. Okay, now we're looking for a statement that can be rejected on the basis of what we just read. Statement A, well, choice A. Most of the duplicates and omissions among plant names in the scientific record have yet to be cleared up. I don't see we have much basis for rejecting that. We have centuries of names there. Sounds like we still have some work to do. So I'm not thinking the claims would justifiably reject that statement. B, an accurate database of all the plant species in the scientific record can serve as an aid to botanists in their work. That sounds like it would help. I mean, it's certainly not something I'm willing to say reject. Right? Probably would help to have that, but even if it didn't help, there's no basis to affirmatively reject that statement based on what we've read. C. Duplicates and omission in the scientific record also occur in fields other than botany. I don't have a clue. Maybe yes, maybe no, but there's nothing in here to suggest we can affirmatively deny that statement. There's nothing in here about fields other than botany. It's silent. So C's not going to be the answer. It didn't tell me anything, so I can't. D. Botanists have no techniques for determining whether distinct plant species have been given distinct names. Well, but we do. We have the names from centuries of the second premise says for centuries we've been naming the plants, and then the third premise, when we go to the DNA, is telling us that now we can identify the species. So look at D. Botanists have no techniques for determining whether distinct plant species have been given distinct names. I think they do have those techniques, and I think that DNA is the technique. So I believe D is the answer. I would have to keep reading here. E. A person who consults the scientific record looking under only one of a plant's names may miss available information about that plant. Absolutely, based on that first premise where the same plant's given a bunch of different names by a bunch of different people, and you're only getting partial access to information by looking at what one person writes. So that is question number 10, and the answer to question number 10 is D for Drusen.